We've all seen it. Empty shelves, long lines, and panic buying during emergencies. Whether it's a snowstorm, a pandemic, or political unrest, we've all learned the hard way just how fragile our food supply really is. But what if I told you there are 12 survival foods that never expire or have an incredibly long shelf life? Foods that can help keep your family fed no matter what happens. Well, it's true. Some of these may surprise you, like one food discovered in an ancient tomb by archaeologists that was still edible after 3,000 years. So stick around, because these 12 foods are absolutely essential for any emergency food storage plan. Let's kick things off with white rice, a pantry staple that can last over 20 years if properly stored. It's an essential foundation for any emergency food storage plan. It's reliable, easy to prepare, and pairs with almost anything, whether you're making a hearty meal or a simple dessert like rice pudding. Plus, it's cheap and nutritious, making it a must-have for any survival pantry. Next up, popcorn. You might think of it as just a snack, but it's so much more. When stored in an airtight container, it can last indefinitely. It's a high-fiber, nutritious snack, but did you know it can also be ground into cornmeal for baking? Whether you're popping it for a light snack or grinding it into cornmeal, popcorn is a versatile food that is easy to store and full of value. Dried beans are a protein-packed powerhouse. They last up to 10 years and are a great substitute for meat in many dishes. Whether you're making soups, stews, or salads, dried beans are super versatile and provide a reliable source of nutrition. Trust me, after last year's shortages, you'll want to have these stocked up because beans are one of the first things that fly off the shelves when panic sets in. Pasta is another long-lasting staple that's essential for any emergency food stockpile. It lasts over 10 years when stored properly, and it requires minimal preparation. Just boil, drain, and add whatever sauce or protein you have available. Like rice, pasta is an adaptable foundation for just about any meal, from casseroles to spaghetti itself. So if you're looking for a quick, easy, and filling meal, pasta is a no-brainer. It's also sure to please the kids. Mine love to eat buttered noodles with Parmesan cheese. Yum. Oats and barley are two nutrient-dense, long-lasting staple grains that can be easily stored and used for 10 years or more. Oats are great for breakfast, energy bars, or savory dishes, providing steady energy throughout the day, while barley is ideal for hearty soups and stews. Barley offers more fiber and a lower glycemic index, though, benefiting heart health and blood sugar control, while oats provide more protein and antioxidants, adding variety to your emergency food stockpile. Sugar and honey are both essential pantry items that last forever. Sugar is perfect for baking, cooking, and preserving, while honey isn't just for sweetening. It has natural antimicrobial properties and can even be used for medicinal purposes. It's one of the best natural remedies for sore throats, and it literally never spoils when stored correctly. In fact, when several jars of honey were found in King Tut's tomb in 1922, they were still perfectly good after 3,000 years. You might not be an Egyptian pharaoh, but trust me, when times get tough, you'll want to have these two sweeteners in your pantry too. Now let's talk about freeze-dried and dehydrated foods. They are perfect for long-term storage, lasting 25 years or more. Freeze-dried fruits, meats, and meals retain their nutrients, and all you have to do is rehydrate them with water. And practically anything can be freeze-dried these days, even ice cream. These are some of the most compact and convenient survival foods you can add to your pantry. I can tell you that I rely heavily on freeze-dried meals for quick, nutritious options during unexpected power outages or just to supplement those lean winter months when the budget can get a little tight. Canned meats like tuna, chicken, and salmon are a must for any long-term food storage plan. They're a little controversial to list here because of their shorter shelf life, but if you don't want your only protein source to be dried beans or you can't afford freeze-dried meats, then canned meats can be an affordable alternative and a real lifesaver. They're an excellent source of protein, and they do last for 3 to 5 years or more in storage. You can use them in everything from sandwiches and salads to soups and stews, and you're more likely to eat these on a regular basis anyway, so you can rotate them out of your pantry more often than your other staples. They're also super convenient, requiring no refrigeration until opened. When everything was wiped out during the pandemic, I was really glad I had stocked up on canned chicken and tuna fish. Every emergency food stash needs some sort of cooking oil. Sadly though, most oils simply don't store well. Even olive oil is only good for about 18 months in storage. But one oil stands apart from the rest. Coconut oil is one of the best cooking oils you can have in your survival pantry. Not only does it have a much longer shelf life of up to 5 years, it's also perfect for cooking, frying, and baking with a fairly high smoke point of 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And the smell is amazing. It has antibacterial properties and provides a quick source of energy. Plus, it can also be used for skin care and wound treatment in certain situations. If you're not using coconut oil in your survival stockpile yet, it's time to change that today. Now let's talk about other canned foods. Canned foods are the backbone of many emergency food storage plans. Although they often have expiration dates, that's mostly for the liability of the producers. Canned foods don't necessarily go bad immediately after their expiration dates, but they can lose quality over time, and certain risks of illness may rise. A good rotation plan with your everyday pantry can help mitigate those issues though, but again, they're affordable, easy to store, come in a wide variety, and require minimal prep. Just open, heat, and eat. Trust me, when disaster strikes, having a pile of canned food ready to go is a real lifesaver. Coffee and tea are essential for keeping morale up during tough times. Coffee, especially whole beans, can last over 10 years when stored properly, and tea has an indefinite shelf life if stored in airtight containers. They're not just for comfort though, they also make great bartering tools if cash becomes worthless during an emergency. Stock up on these two caffeinated beverages and you'll never run out of energy or a reason to relax during a stressful situation. And you can always trade a pot of joe with others for more supplies. Powdered eggs are a reliable source of protein and essential nutrients that help keep people running at peak condition under difficult circumstances. They last up to 10 years and can be reconstituted for baking, cooking, or scrambling. They're lightweight, easy to store, and don't need refrigeration. My wife and children were mighty grateful that I had stocked up on rice and beans during the pandemic. If only I had done the same thing with powdered eggs, then I could have saved a lot of money on chicken feed. To make sure your survival foods last as long as possible, proper storage is key. Keep all foods in a cool, dry, dark place, preferably between 50 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Use Mylar bags, vacuum-sealed pouches, or sturdy food-grade containers to keep oxygen out. Adding oxygen absorbers will also help prevent spoilage. Rotate your stock regularly and check for damage to ensure you're always ready. Obviously, this isn't an exhaustive list. There are dozens of other long-lasting staples to consider too. But these foundational foods are a great start for building a survival pantry that lasts. Just remember to consider how much food you'll need for everyone you're feeding and ensure you're getting the right balance of nutrition and value. Now that you know the top 12 survival foods that never expire, it's time for you to act. We don't know what tomorrow holds, but we do know that being prepared makes all the difference. Don't wait for the next emergency to hit. Take action today to secure your family's food supply before it's too late. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons so we can continue to bring you more great videos like this one. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye!